Good morning, guys. So I'm going to jump right into the video. Please do not forget to rate, share, and subscribe. I wanted to come on here and talk to you about trying to be something that you're not. A lot of people are trying to be like individuals who are not even being themselves, if that makes sense. You see a lot of stars out here. I'm going to name a few. Not that everybody want to be like them, but I'm going to name a few that who are popular and people really admire. The Kardashians, you got Beyonce. You have a lot of people admire J-Lo. People admire Denzel Washington. A lot of the rappers, a lot of people used to admire Diddy, and they aspired to be just like them. But you have to be who God created you to be. Critique yourself to be the best person that you can be. Feed off of your personality. Pull off of your special talents. Pull off of your characteristics that God gave you. Don't mimic other people. I see a lot of people getting the BBLs and, the breast augmentation. They're getting their noses done. Do those things for you, because a lot of people that have done those things, K. Michelle, China, Black China, they had those things removed because come to find out they weren't what they thought they were, and they were dangerous, and a lot of times we follow people thinking that it's going to help us, but it wind up hurting us. And you have to realize that people that you're seeing, even in your everyday world, people that you work with, you have to realize that that's not. A lot of people put on a face when they come out of their house. They put on their best. Some people don't care, but most people put on their best persona when they come out into the world. When you're looking at TV stars, superstars, on TV, that's not their character. They don't walk around looking like that all day with their face beat, hair perfect, their outfits perfect. That's a performance for the world. They're regular like us. They're suffering behind closed doors. I remember when I was growing up, I really, really admired Janet Jackson, because in the 70s and in the 80s, and being a chocolate girl, you didn't see a lot of child stars like me. You had the Tootie from Facts of Life, Kim Fields, then you have Janet, then she had the brothers. So a lot of people admired Janet, and a lot of guys that I went to school with had her posters. They were crushing on her. They would make comments like, I'm going to marry Janet Jackson. So everybody was admiring the Jacksons. So I admired Janet. But one thing about it, even though I was a teenager, I never wanted to be her. I've never wanted to be her, because you have to understand that when you want to be somebody, you need to take on their whole life. You don't know what somebody is going through behind closed doors. What we see is not what you get. A lot of times people put on this persona, they have a perfect marriage, a perfect relationship, right? But behind closed doors, there's turmoil, there's stress, there's fighting, there's cheating. A lot of times when you don't hear about a person's relationship and they're just normal acting, that's the better relationship. And we aspire to have relationships like people that are fictitious, that we believe that this is the perfect relationship. We looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce, they have a perfect marriage, and it's not like that. I remember when I was married, and I've always been a sharp dresser, and I've always been flamboyant. And people would say, oh, your husband does a good job keeping you up. That wasn't the case. I've dressed like that from a child. My mother always dressed me sparkly, glittery. I was a girl, so she dressed me girly all the time. I grew up that way. And they thought we had the perfect marriage, but behind closed doors, we couldn't stand each other. But on the outside, I didn't let everybody know my business. And of course, he wasn't going to let everybody know what he was doing. And I just wanted to say that this morning. Be who you can have and admire. You can admire somebody, because people out there probably admire you and want to be like you. But don't encourage that if you ever run across them. I've had girls to say they wish that they could do certain things like me, but I encourage them to be themselves. Don't follow me. It's good that I can be an aspiration. It's good that I could be, inspiration to you. But pull off of your personality and your characteristics that God gave you and critique them. You know, sometimes you can pull from a person and pull a little bit from a person, but don't let their persona take over you. Don't become them. Be who you are supposed to be. It's a lot of work to follow and be somebody else. These women today are going out and they are getting surgeries. And like I said, breast augmentations, you know, do them things for you. You know, you want to get the veneers, do it for you. Don't do it because, you know, Nene from Atlanta Housewives and Cardi B done got a mouthful of veneers. Now they're saying that the veneers are giving them trouble. They're cracking. People are having problems with it. I saw a girl on YouTube the other day. She got a mouthful of veneers and her mouth is in a whirl of mess. So be careful about who you are choosing to follow. Don't just take somebody else's characteristics and personality. And you like the way they dress, critique it. Add a little bit of their taste into yours, but let yours overwhelm. You know, let yours overwhelm. Don't go running out and getting surgeries because you want to be like the Kardashians, and then they done took theirs out, and then you still got it in. Now you sick. Be careful of who you follow. Most people, and I don't mean this to offend anyone, but most people are living fake. Most people are not going to let you know what they're really going through. They're going to give you the best them that they can possibly give you. They're going to get up in the morning. Most people that's in their right mind are going to get up in the morning, comb their hair, put their makeup on, make sure they got the best clothes on, you know, make sure they're driving the best car if they can. Most people are going to do that so the world on the outside can see what they want them to see and what they want people to think of them. But when they go behind closed doors, they're miserable. And this goes for the superstars as well. They're miserable when they go behind closed doors. All kind of things are going on. That's why the word of God says that he looks at the heart. And human beings look at the outward appearance. We look at the outward appearance. Nobody knows the heart but God. You know, and we have to be careful because when you aspire to be like people, a lot of times their problems come on you too. And you don't even know why this curse done came on you. Why am I going through this? Why is he doing this? Why is the girls wanting to fight me? Why are they cutting up my face? Why are they cutting my hair? Because now you're walking around looking like Beyonce, and a lot of people are jealous of Beyonce. They just can't get to her. So now you took on Beyonce, so now they after you. Because I know y'all do not believe that all of her fans really, really are her fans. You could have people following you just all in your face, and they your enemy, they your worst nightmare. I've had girls in my circle that I would hang with, and they didn't like me, and it would come to light. But they was always, oh, you dressed so nice. I like those shoes. Oh, girl, that bag is banging. I like that new car you got. They hated me secretly. So if they hated me, a regular civilian person who works every day, you know full well everybody that's following these superstars does not care about these people like they say they are. That they do. They don't. So a lot of times you take on somebody else's characteristic and you want to be like them, then that energy that's following them transfers to you. So you want to be like this one? Okay, now you're going to get all the consequences. That's how it goes. That's how it works. People that go out and get BBLs, right? They go out and they get BBLs, and then they wind up getting sick from the BBLs. A lot of people that have BBLs that's in the limelight, you don't even know they are sick. They don't tell you that they went and had them, that they want to have them taken out, that they're suffering consequences from it because they don't want to tell the world. Some people tell the world, some people don't tell the world, you know? And it's just safe to you can have someone that you admire. You can. I admired Janet, you know? But I didn't want to be Janet. And I don't want to be anybody else, you know? She can inspire me. She can inspire me to do better in things. She can inspire me to you know, do different things with my wardrobe maybe, but I don't want to just go follow her and just start walking around here masquerading as her. Like you see people masquerading as Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley. They may be doing it for impersonations, but some people are actually walking around here getting their skin done like a Barbie doll. You see these girls out here that go have surgery to look like a Barbie doll. You know, and to me, that's a sign of low self-esteem. You actually want to be a walking Barbie doll. That's creepy. To the point that, you know, it looks okay for a doll baby, but not for a human, you know? So I want to come on here and say that you can have role models. You can have someone that you know, admire, you look up to. That's fine. You know, like you might want to lose weight and you might want to have a certain body shape. So you take a picture of somebody and put it on your mirror. Don't be trying to critique. Your body frame is not their body frame. So you can't go to the gym and come out just like them. You can't do that. You have to work out and have aspirations to be successful in that situation as with the body like they did, but know that your body will not look like their body. I remember, before I go, I remember back in the early 2000s, I used to go to the beautician and get my hair done every 2 weeks faithfully. And a girlfriend of mine wanted to go to my beautician because the girl my hair she really did a good job. And I don't know why she started buying cheap products. I had to leave her. But anyway, she was doing my hair and it was really, really beautiful and it was just flourishing, right? So one of my associates was like, I want to go get my hair done. Now, mind you, my hair was much longer and thicker than my associate. My associate had a shorter length of hair and a thinner length of hair. Okay, but she wanted to go with me to get her hair done when I went to get my hair done. So we went, and she told the beautician, she said, I want my hair to look like Tracy's. That's what she said. And the beautician said, I can't, it's not going to look like Tracy's. Y'all got two different textures of hair, and it's not going to be like hers. So she was like, well, do it like that anyway. So when the beautician bumped it and blowed it out and bumped it and everything like that, it wasn't heavy enough to hold that style. And she got upset and she got offended. And so what she did next, after she left, she was so upset. And the beautician told her, she said, I told you it's not going to be the same. Y'all two different heads of hair. She went to the neighboring beautician, the seat next to her, behind her back, and asked her, could she do her hair? And of course, the neighboring beautician said, no, I can't do that. You know, we work together every day. And no matter what we do, your hair is going to be different. And that's just like me asking somebody to do my hair, you know, in a style that it just ain't going to work, you know? You have to do you. She should have got a style that was suitable for her, which later on she wound up going somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm saying is, you can't go somewhere expecting, you know, people go to a beautician, they take a picture of Cardi B, I want to look like her, and you looking like Mr. Brown or Meet the Browns. It's just not going to work. You know, it's not going to work. You have to be you. You have to critique you, you know? So anyway, I'm going to end it here. I'm at work sitting outside. And with that being said, I'm going to say vielen Dank. That's thank you very much in German. So vielen Dank for watching me. And choose, that's what? That's bye in German.